Hey, what's up, Travis? This is Devin. I just got off the phone with Ryan. She's a very nice representation of your company, and I appreciate you clicking on this video. I'm just going to briefly show you three things I found on your website you can fix really easily so you can rank up in Google and you can start beating Apple Roofing LLC because if you type in roofing companies Lincoln, Nebraska, they show up at the very top. So it's really, as you know, there's a lot of money that comes with that, and I'm going to show you how to beat them and show you exactly what they're doing to win. You might be wondering why I'd even make this video for you. I found out a little while ago a lot of business owners are so busy running their business, taking care of their customers, they just don't have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more customers. And the only thing stopping them from hiring somebody is they don't know who is an expert and who's not. So I just started making these attack plans and giving them away for free. Some people take this information, they do it themselves. Some people call me back. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just here to give you a little bit of education, advise you, and hopefully you keep me in mind in the future if you do need any help. I would appreciate any feedback on this video too if you do find it helpful. I'm going to talk to you today about three main things: content, backlinks, and citations. I want to start by saying though, you guys absolutely killed it on the website. This is a great video that you have right on the hero banner here. Really memorable logo. As far as your click to call buttons, you have call to actions everywhere, plus little offers here for virtual appointments, which is pretty dang sweet in today's day and age. You know, virtual appointments are all the rage ever since the pandemic. Um, and you just have a really beautiful looking site, really good use of YouTube videos on the site itself. So from a design point of view, you guys absolutely killed it. Now, what Google mostly cares about when they rank a site is this stuff right here, is content. All this stuff that you can read in the site, anything that you can highlight, that's content. And the more of it you have, the better. Content is king in this industry, and when Google looks at who's the authority in the industry, they look for the most amount of content. And so to be optimized with Google, you really want to have at least 1,500 words of content to be considered an authority. Excuse me. So if I select all your content, I copy it, I go to wordcounter.net, and I paste it, you see you only have 412 words on here. It's a good start. I'm glad you still have a decent amount of content on here, but I would recommend getting to that 1,500 word mark just so Google looks at you as an authority and starts to look at you as being an optimized website. Let's check out what Apple Roofing has. Oops. Oh man, click too much. So it looks like Apple Roofing doesn't have 1,500 either. So this is really good news for you. By getting yourself to 1,500 words, you're going to blow them out of the water with content, and that'll put you one step ahead of them. I'll show you why they're beating you in a second here, but 1,500 words of content is the starting point, and it also gives you room to fit in what's called buyer intent keywords. A keyword or a buyer intent keyword is just it's just a phrase somebody types into Google when they're looking and they're ready to purchase from you, such as like roofing companies Lincoln, Nebraska. This gets searched 500 times a month, just this one keyword alone. So you want to have that inside of your content. And if I copy this and I bring up a little search bar up here, you can see you don't have it in here at all. So you want to write that in there a couple times when you're writing your 1,500 words of content, and you just want to make it make a little sense. Like, we are one of the top roofing companies Lincoln, Nebraska has ever seen. Something like that, that it fits into the content while having the full keyword. You also want to name your images as keywords such as that. So like your logo itself, let's see what the logo is. Can't see the logo. Can't see that one. Maybe this one. There you go, save image as. So you can save your images as keywords. Like instead of this, which no one would ever look this into Google, you can type in roofing dash companies dash Lincoln dash NE, and that'll help Google rank you for that too. It's going to show them that's what you're trying to rank for. That's what your website's about. So that's my first tip for you. My second tip for you is called backlinks. A backlink is when another website is linking to your website, driving traffic to your website. And this is really important because Google's kind of like a popularity contest. They want to see a bunch of trustworthy websites vouching for your website by linking to you. That's what they look at as someone vouching for you. Keep in mind though, they want to see trustworthy, relevant websites. So this means that you're going to get a lot more power if you have other roofing companies linking to you instead of having like Pizza Hut linking to you. Google knows that you're not a pizza company. So the tool that I use to check out backlinks is called Ahrefs. It's a paid tool. You don't have to use it. There's plenty of free tools out there, and I'll explain what all these numbers mean. So it says you currently have 781 backlinks coming from 160 different websites. You're being found for 394 keywords, and that's leading to 61 traffic. Now, Ahrefs is not perfect on traffic. Sometimes they underreport it by 5 to 10x. So you could be getting anywhere from 300 to 600 traffic, which isn't horrible. But if we go to Apple Roofing, you can see they only have about 90 more websites linking to them than you do, but their traffic being reported is 5,000. And keep in mind, with that sub 500 or sub 5x amount that Ahrefs reports, they could be getting up to 25,000 people per month hitting their site. And you can imagine how much money that they're getting and how much you're missing out on by not just copying them and adding these 90 sites. And it's really, really easy to do it because if these links are good enough to rank them, they're good enough to rank you too. So all I would do is I would go visit each one of these links that's going towards Apple Roofing, and I put this exact same link on your site. So like it's really easy to do too. A lot of them you just go in and either click like join as a pro or create like New Star Localese. This one I think it's like 79 bucks for the year or something like that. You just create a profile and you put a link inside of your profile and get that, and that becomes a backlink to you. Or like findrepairservice.com. Sometimes you may have to click contact us, email the webmaster, etc., etc. Um, this one may be a broken site, but you get the point. You just go through website by website and you get those same websites to link back to you. This one, probably just type in your URL and you'll create a link right away. So if you follow just those two tips, if you have more content than them, plus you copy all of the links that are working for them and get them pointing back to you, that's enough to get yourself ranked #1 right here organically. And I'm going to give you one last tip, and that's regarding citations. So citations are how you end up here in the map pack, which is where most traffic goes, where most people call from. I don't know if you're like me, but that's what I always do. So to get into the map pack and be #1, you need to have more citations than your competitors. A citation is anywhere when you list your name, your address, and your phone number the exact same way it's all spelled on your Google Business profile on different directories across the net. And directories are just websites that allow you to list your business's information, such as like Yelp, Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor. So what I would do if I were in your shoes is I'd figure out what directories a Royal Roofing and contracting were in. I'd put myself in all of those exact same directories, but then I'd add a bunch more on top. So like if you found them in like 150 directories, I'd be putting myself in like 300. And that is all I've got for you, Travis. I hope you found this informative and helpful. I tried to keep it real short and to the point for you. As a super quick recap, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage and put some keywords inside of that content. You're going to want to take all the websites that are linking to Apple Roofing and get them linking back to jtechcons.com, and then put your name, address, and phone number in more directories than a Royal Roofing and Contracting. If you follow these 3 tips, this is how you become #1 across the whole front page of Google. You're probably asking, what do I do now? You've got 2 options. The first one is you could take this information and do it yourself. I recommend that, and I recommend you get started as soon as possible because it does take time to rank, and the sooner you get started, the sooner you start making all the same money or more that Apple Roofing is making. If you decide to go this route, I just please ask you to send me back some feedback just to let me know what you thought about the video. If you do have any questions, or if you say, I don't have the time, Devin, but I want this done for me, feel free to give me a call at any time. My phone number is right down here at the bottom. It's 972-309-9939. I'd be happy to give you a call, or I'd be happy to hear your goals and see what I can do for you. Either way, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to hearing back from you. Have a great day. See ya.